Okay, in this vlog, I would like to try to finish my September TBR in the first week of September. I'm not confident at all, but we're gonna try. I've already finished Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsner, and it's the 3rd of September, and I read this in one day. I listened to it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought that the relationship was cute. I loved the soccer talk. Um, and I thought the ADHD and autism rep were pretty good. So I would read something else from Meryl Wilsner, and I would highly recommend this book. Also, don't look at this nail. Just don't. Next, I'm already listening to Ace of Spades. I am not very far at all. I'm about 25 pages into this. It's kind of slow for me. It's about, well, it's 415 pages. I'm 25 pages in. I don't have very much to say. It's very much out of my comfort zone, is what I'll say. Next, I have Do Your Worst by Rosie Danon. This is a short little romance. I read her other two books pretty quickly, but that was on my Kindle. I bought those on my Kindle. Um, and I read books physically very slowly. So I'm going to try to start this tonight and we'll see how it goes. And then I have Business Casual by BK Forreston. This is the last in the Love Light Farm series. This I have on audiobook as well, but if I feel in the mood, I might pick this up physically. And then I have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. I have this on my Kindle as well as this physical copy. I'm very excited to get to this book. I'm just nervous that I'm not going to be in the mood for it quite yet. It is cooling down a little bit. It's 83 degrees today where I live in Texas, and I am very much in the mood for fall. But picking up a fantasy is already difficult for me, so we'll see. And then last but certainly not least, I have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I am so excited for this book, and honestly, I'm contemplating just not focusing on anything else and just reading this real quick. I say real quick, it is 450 pages, almost, just a little under 450 pages. All in all, 1 out of 6 done so far. I'm okay with that. I also read Exodus by Kate Stewart. Like I finished it at the very, very beginning of this week. And I'm also currently reading Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. And I don't want to put that down to prioritize these. But if I want to try, like actually try to complete this, because it's going to be challenging for me. If I want to try to complete this, I'm going to have to put that down and prioritize these 5. Again, this one I'm already in the middle of. Wild Love, I think I can fly through. Same with Do Your Worst. And this audiobook can be super short. I listen to it at 2 times speed. And then this is the only one I'm worried about. But I think it'll be good. But yeah, so if you're interested, please stick around. It's going to be an interesting week. I'm a very slow reader. I see people like my girl Gina reading 60 books in 60 days, and I'm like, how? How? I know you work. I know you have a full day and you still read that much. It's amazing. I'm so impressed by her. And I really wish that I could be like her, but no. No, I'm just gonna keep reading slow. Um, and yeah, I'll check in whenever I have an update. I think tonight I will pick up Wild Love. just because I'm the most excited about this, and it will be less upsetting picking this up instead of Magnolia Parks than anything else. And that's what I'm really upset. What I'm really thinking about, because I'm so far into it and I'm in a good part. All of the sad things have happened, but we're not here for Magnolia. But yeah, I will let you know when I have an update. Okay, sorry if you can hear my laundry, but yesterday I read about 100 pages between Wild Love and Ace of Spades. Not anything close to what I wanted to get done yesterday, but we are going to try for more today. I'm at 17% in Wild Love, and I'm liking it so far. I don't think I'm as gripped as I normally am so quickly into an LC Silver book, but I'm not worried about it. I know that it's about to pick up and I'm going to be obsessed. And then Ace of Spades, it's been really hard for me to get into. It's about these kids at this fancy private school, and it's kind of like Gossip Girl and Pretty Little Liars, but in a private school. And it's kind of slow for me. I'm not sure how I feel about it, which is kind of sad, honestly. I was hoping I was really gonna like it, but I'm not super far into that, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to see how I feel. Um, it could potentially be a DNF, which I don't want. I don't want to put that out there. It could be, but we'll see. And that's the update this morning. Okay, it is the 5th of September. I did a little bit of reading this morning, I think. I think I showed you that. Um, and since then, I read a little bit more of each book I'm already in the middle of. Tonight, I would like to try to start Do Your Worst. And I'm really into Wild Love right now. Like, I hit the 25% mark, and I just want to read. Because the tension's building and there's more of the like second chance romance and mutual pining that I really like. So I'm hoping that I can fly through that. If not, I'd like to read at least 50 more pages, but we'll see, and I will update you either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, since we last spoke, I've soft, I think soft, DNF'd Ace of Spades. I'm 75 pages into it, and I was kind of just, I just didn't really care. Um, and I think the author did a really good job of making you feel the suspense and what the characters are supposed to be feeling, but it was kind of too much for me. We're following two people as they deal with high school, um, becoming kind of leaders in their school as they are being affected by like text blasts that are happening throughout the school. It's kind of like they're not being blackmailed, but it's just not. It's very stressful, and I just couldn't do it. And especially because I didn't really care. So this is a softie enough. I've also finished. Let me take my bookmark out. I finished Wild Love. This is 4 stars. It was good. Some of my qualms were, it's hard to explain, but we're following Rosie and what's his name? Ford. So we're following Rosie and Ford. They've known each other since they were kids, and he is her brother's best friend. I I like the way that we get the flashbacks. We get like diary entries from Rosie when she was a kid. I say kid, like teenager. Um, but some of the time it feels like their feelings for each other aren't fully developed, and because they had this connection where they pretended like they hated each other, but really they love each other. Um, it feels like that is so hyped up that it doesn't fully connect to present day. We're just supposed to kind of rely on that, which I didn't really love. And then that kind of brought the chemistry down a little bit. Like it was a little lacking. But all in all, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. I can't wait for the next one. Elsie Silver, she does no wrong. Next, let's see, where am I in this book? Next, I am 72 pages into Business Casual. I've been listening to this slowly, and I'm liking it so far. I just love this cover. It's absolutely stunning. It's everything I want. There's not too much detail. The cover is green, which is just gorgeous. And then those flowers and tattoos, it's everything I want. Um, and so far, it's a really good installment of the Love Light Farms series. And in this, we're following Nova and Charlie. Charlie is a big investment banker. Nova is trying to get her tattoo shop up and running. And they've known each other for a few years. He's a relentless flirt. She kind of keeps everybody at arm's length. And I think it's going to be really cute. Can't wait to keep reading this. And then I haven't started it yet, but the book that I'm going to start today is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. It feels like such a thick book, but it's less than 400 pages. So I'll start this today. This copy needs to get back to the library today if I don't want to find, but I have it on my Kindle. And then I also need to start Do Your Worst. If I don't have another way of reading a book, it's really hard for me to read the physical copy. But I'm going to try because I really am excited to get to that book. So I need to get to that today. There's no way I'm finishing 2 books today. Three, sorry, 3 books today. So yeah, this vlog will be a fail. I know that. Um, but it'll still be a fun time. I'm having a good time and I've read more in this one week than I normally do, which is cool. So, um yeah, I don't think I said it, but it's Saturday, which is the end of the vlog. So, I'll probably update you again sometime this evening. Just kind of let you know where I'm ending this challenge I set myself. But as of now, I finished 2 books and DNF'd another. So it's not terrible, but not great. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, well, I love the idea of trying to push myself to read my TBR in one week, this was not the time to do it. Coming off of a reading slump, personal things, just life in general, it was not the time. So I failed, and I'm totally fine with that. I read Cleat Cute and I read Wild Love, both of them great books. I DNF'd Ace of Spades. I think it's a soft DNF. I think I'll come back to it. It just it stressed me out, um, and I couldn't deal with it. Um, but I might go back to it, maybe. And then I'm almost done with Business Casual by BK Borison. I only have just a little bit left. Um, yeah, like 50 pages or so. Um, this is fine. It's fine. I don't love that we just like jump into their flirtation immediately and then it goes straight into a relationship from there. I don't love that. I mean, it's friends with benefits and then a relationship. But yeah, not my favorite kind of thing. But their friendship is funny and like they were friends before the book started. So like I get just jumping into it, but at the same time I don't love it. And then I have read a chapter for One Dark Window and Do Your Worst. I think I'm going to put a pause on One Dark Window because I want to give it its fair shot. Right now, I am just not in the mood for that kind of book. I don't know what I'm in the mood for, but I am slumping. And I think it's because of this challenge. So I'm gonna let myself just stop. And then Do Your Worst. I'll definitely continue. It's not that I don't want to read it. I just have a hard time reading books physically, and then if I'm in a slump, it's almost impossible. So, and I only have it physically. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I'm only a chapter into it, and I like the setup. I think it'll be fun to read about a curse breaker in Scotland. Um, yeah, unfortunately, it's a fail. I was even gonna, extend it into the next week and just be like, just kidding, it's 2 weeks, but no, I can't do that. But yeah, if you want to see more vlogs from me, I'm trying to be better about putting them out. So stick around and see the next one, which will apparently be me trying to get myself out of a book slump. That's just a little preview for next week. But yeah, if you have any suggestions leave them in the comments of how to get out of a book slump, or if any of the books I've mentioned that I've started and haven't finished you think are or aren't worth finishing. Um, yeah, that's all I really have for you today. I 6 books would have been so easy, but it's just not the time, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.